All right, boys, today we're going to be taking a look at abilities from a no money spent budget baller perspective. Now, if you guys just got the game for Christmas and you're trying to get some help with abilities, this is the video for you because I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. Now, if you are a no money spent budget baller player, there are very specific players that I think you should target. Now, no money spent to budget, there are all sorts of different ranges. So we're going to get it started with the offense right here. Now, if you just got the game, right, I think there is no point to use anyone than field pass Michael Vick right here, 85 overall. Now, just by completing like a lot of the solos in the game, which you already should if you are a no money spent player, you can get his abilities up. And really, that's where we're spending all of our AP on offense as well. You have 7 AP that could change throughout the year. It might go up, it might go down. We never know, right? But also what AP is the ability points. So if you see like, 1 AP right here, that means you're spending 1 out of your 7 ability points. In order to get these abilities, you're also going to need some training. If you need training, buy some other cards, get the training, quick sell that card. But in this tier 1 bucket right here, I recommend running the ability gift wrap. I get some questions sometimes, what does gift wrap do? Is it still needed? In my opinion, the answer is yes. The reason why I say gift wrap is needed, without it, you're going to get high balls that you drop. And secondly, I just think it boosts your contested catching so much. It almost makes a catch rating not matter. And I just think it's so valuable. I don't think there's a good reason not to run it. Now in a tier 3 bucket right here, I would recommend running the gunslinger ability. What the gunslinger ability does, it speeds up the release. It doesn't add velocity to it, but with this quarterback right here, Michael Vick, we're going to need something to make that release tolerable. I think without gunslinger, the release is really bad. And finally, in this tier 4 bucket right here, we're going to be running that backyard QB ability, which is essentially hot route master. So you get unlimited hot routes. You get every apprentice on every receiver that you have, tight end, running back included. You also get what is called QB playmaker as well. Now, if you've never heard of that, if you flick up on your right stick, that activates the playmaker in the play. And you're going to notice when you do this, they have really fast reaction times. So this right here is the ideal AP setup if you just got the game, right? We have no other people to cover on offense if you just got the game, and you can get Michael Vick, right? No other players on offense to cover. That's the first AP setup I would recommend. Now, besides just using that Michael Vick, the next step up, in my opinion, is going to go ahead and be a set feet lead quarterback. Now, for me, the person that I think is incredible value and the first upgrade I would make is Anthony Richardson right here, currently going for around 220K. Love the speed, love the throw power. He doesn't have the best release in the world, but he is really good. So Anthony Richardson right here, again, this is another point where we are spending all 7 of our AP. For him, again, we're going to rock that gift wrap ability. In tier 3, guess what? We're going to rock that gunslinger ability. And finally, in tier 4, this is the new ability we are running. It is that set feet lead ability. Now, again, what set feet lead does, gunslinger speeds up the release. Set feet lead adds velocity to the ball, meaning it's going to travel to its target faster. And I think this right here is actually what kind of makes defense really bad. Honestly, I think set feet lead is bad for the game, but if you are not using set feet lead, I do think you're playing at a slight disadvantage. I really think it makes the game on easy mode. And really what I have to say about it too is I feel like once you use set feet lead, it is so hard to go back to no set feet lead. So this right here was setup number 2 on the offense side of the ball. Now there is again another step up that I actually think is somewhat affordable on a budget. Now it is slightly more expensive. We do have Andrew Luck right here going for around 475K. You could have pre-built him though for like 300K. If you were watching the Dill streams, you could have did it. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, Andrew Luck around that price right there. What is different about him this time? One, his release. So his release this time, right? At traditional 4, you no longer need gunslinger on that release in my opinion. So now what we can do is he gets gift wrapped for 0 AP, and now we can just rock set feet lead for 4 AP total. That is game changing. Now potentially what this allows you to do is say you want to use a slot apprentice receiver, like say you have a budget baller like Jalen Waddle right here, like potentially Jalen Waddle right here, you now can run that slot apprentice ability on him, which gives you some good crossers, some good posts, a good corner route as well. So you could do that. And then for like a remaining AP, this is where I really wouldn't mind too. Say you have like a Russ Grimm card that you could get like 1 AP linchpin on going for like 200K. I mean, this right here I think is a fine setup. Like there's not really anything great like budget wise to spend 1 AP on in my opinion. So like run an apprentice, like this could be wide receiver apprentice, this could be slot apprentice, it could be outside apprentice, it could be RB apprentice, it could be tight end apprentice. But I think this setup right here with Andrew Luck is a lot better. So that was all the no money spent budget baller AP setups for the offense side of the ball. Now we're going to transition over to defense. Now in my opinion, there's really only one setup that I recommend right now, and this is what I run on my no money spent team. So CB1 right here, we have to go again a little bit budget. We are going to be rocking 91 overall Ken Riley. So Ken Riley right here, what makes him so good? Again, the speed, like whatever, it's not really there anymore, like his speed, but the big thing, right? We need people that get that deep out zone KO ability. I talked about this in my overall best ability setup that you could possibly get, but deep out zone KO, what it allows you to do, right? You can now press cover 3 style of defenses, cover 4 style of defenses, and have potential to play corner routes without zone drops. That is why I am so high on this ability. I do not like running zone drops. If I don't have to run zone drops, I'm not running zone drops. So again, that's just why I think deep out zone KO is just so valuable. And we're going to have that on both our outside guys. We're also going to go again out of position right here. Position, I don't think it really matters. I think they're going to play the same way no matter what, and can't spell, but we're going to have Ronnie Lott right here. So Ronnie Lott this time, again, pretty similar card to Ken Riley that we already covered. And again, right here, guess what we're running on him? We are running that deep out zone KO ability. So now we have deep out zone KO on both our outside corners, which again is just so good. And finally right here, to round out the defense, I think it's got to be a strong safety, and it's going to be another free card, man. It has to be Darren Woodson. So Darren Woodson right here, one of the best free top safeties you could get in the game. And I know his speed isn't there. I know his zone coverage isn't 90. I know his main coverage isn't 90. His play rec also, guess what, it isn't 90. But at the same time, man, he gets one of the best abilities in the game. And he is the only person, I believe, still to get this deep zone KO ability. What that is, it is essentially the combo of deep out zone KO and also deep in zone KO. So it's absolutely perfect for a top safety spot. And it is 3 AP. And that right there, we have 9 AP on defense. And that's how I recommend spending the 9 AP on defense. So again, just to recap everything, this is the one setup on defense that I recommend for no money spent budget baller players. On the offense side of the ball, we did have a little bit of like different stuff you could run. First thing, this setup right here is like the most up-to-date, in my opinion. Budget baller was able to get Andrew Luck with that set feet lead and gift wrap for 4 AP, running a singular apprentice for 2 AP, and then like a linchpin. You could go something else on top of this though for 7 AP total. And before we could afford Andrew Luck, I think Anthony Richardson is the next clear upgrade. Gets that set feet lead ability that boosts that velocity that we talked about so much that I think is so important. On top of that, I was running Gunslinger and gift wrapped in total for all 7 of our AP on offense. And now if you just got the game again, I would recommend using the Field Pass Michael Vick. Field Pass Michael Vick gets that backyard Q ability, which is essentially Hot Route Master plus QB Playmaker for 4 AP total. Gunslinger on top of that to speed up that animation of his release for 2 AP, and again was running that gift wrapped ability. But once again, makes it to where you can highball everything, and also helps you boost your catch in traffic, just your catching period. I think gift wrap makes it to where catching doesn't matter. And yeah, boys, this has been my thoughts on what exactly I would do if I was a no money spent budget baller player, and this is what I am doing on my no money spent team. Hopefully I was able to help y'all out today, man. If I was, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Now if you guys do want to watch me play live, play with my no money spent team live, make sure to hit that noti bell on YouTube, or also check the links in the description. Hit that Twitch with a follow. I stream Monday through Friday 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Would love to see y'all in some streams, man. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check this one out right here, because this was actually exactly how I built my no money spent team.